Now, the Nigerian Railway Corporation is ramping up services for the festive season with increased train frequencies and special holiday schedules. Now, passengers can expect convenient and affordable travel options as they head home for Christmas or explore the country. Now, NRC officials assure safe and reliable service, aiming to make holiday journeys hassle-free. Now, we'll dive into the NRC's plan, including the transition of electric-powered trains within 5 years and the expansion of 50 by rail service. Now joining us in the studio for this conversation is Dr. Kayode Opifa, Managing Director of the Nigerian Railway Corporation. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to have you on the show. Thanks for joining us. First of all, I'll say a good job is being done by you, and we see that the Railway Authority is now doing really well. But I will just start with this fact that a lot of people want to travel. You were watching us when we were speaking about the fact that it's expensive to go by road now. Most people don't want to go by road because of safety, and then you want to go by air. It's actually a lot of money to go by air. But right now we're saying that the rail is going to be convenient and most importantly is going to be cost effective. That's why a lot of people are looking at the amount. So I just want you to break it down for me.
Yeah, thank you very much. Good morning, Nigerians. While all the other modes are going up,
yeah.
People are now buying a ticket for as much as 500,000 naira. That's even when you get a seat. I just saw in one of the newspaper, Abuja now 100,000 naira. I believe it's more than that. And,
by road?
By road, sorry. And we also have the various bus travel systems going up. It's the game of the season. Because more people will travel, so you have a demand and supply issue. And the economy says when you have that, prices definitely will go up. But it's the reverse with us. We are slashing directed by the federal government, and we also agree it should be that way because we're a public corporation. We're slashing our fares by 50%.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
For people. We would have loved to do it free, as we did last year, but when we did it the last 2 years under this current government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we noticed that there were a lot of discomfort to regular train users. We have more people that we can pick. That's number one. We also have jolly riders. Those people just ride from Lagos to Ibadan
and then
spend their time at the train station. Some people sit there in the train and come back, depriving some others who are genuinely interested. So we decided to make sure that people can afford it. Especially for the common people and also for the elites, those who cannot afford to use. I will wish we go to many places. We will have been able to force the other modes to come down. So that's the plan for this season, and we also have tuned up our services. Sometimes people say they want to use the restroom. All our restrooms are like brand new. It will be air conditioned. You can be rest assured.
That's right.
And the Lagos trains too, the regular Lagos train, the Lagos MTT, and the brand new Jos MTT. We also go halfway. So like Jos, we'll be moving at 100 naira for a fare that we normally charge 200, but the public charges about 800.
Oh, wow.
So they'll be going on 100 naira. Then the Lagos MTT will be going on like 400 naira, 350 naira. While going to Ibadan will cost you just about 1,750. And for those who want to go in the business class, it costs them 3,000.
Okay.
Those who want to go in the VIP will pay 4,000.
But this is just for the festive period, right?
Yeah, to start tomorrow.
It starts tomorrow, okay.
And ends on January 1st.
It ends on January 1st. Fantastic.
On January 1st.
January 1st. 4th. Oh, fantastic. So, Ibrahim, I think you can travel now, but...
I'm going away. I'm actually...
Quick one. Let me just come to you on this one.
Lagos.
How safe is it? Oftentimes, when we speak about rail, we know it's the fastest means to travel, but people have also said we've seen a couple of rail derail in Nigeria, and also, the last one we spoke about, the people that were abducted from the train as well. So how safe is it going by train?
Abduction happened long time ago.
Yeah.
And we want to commend our security forces. They're doing a good job. On issue of derailment, these are some of the consequences of one, mechanical, personal, weather, but in our own case, for Wari Itape, it's as a result of vandalism. And I won't call it sabotage, I'll call it vandalism until the security forces describes it as such. You know, our lines, except for the western line, passes through thick bushes. Some passes through rocky area that's around Itakpe, Warrior, Ajaukusha, Itakpe, and the rest, Kogi area, passes through the rocky areas. And also now traverses the thick forest of Delta and Edo. So in those cases, there are security issues that we contend with, and so far so good. We've been doing well until November. This year we had 2 incidences back to back. November 1, November 8, and they had the same pattern. One was around Abraka, where the security forces also tagged us bad zone, and in fact, we no longer stop at Abraka for that. Even before that, then we also have one at the Itakpe, where the local government and the community also tells us is a. So we're working hard. It's expensive to maintain, but we will do it. We are a public operation. We are for the people, and the rail service is one of the many dividends of democracy. This administration is pushing out to Nigerians, and we are also happy doing it. We are not constrained. It's not too difficult for us to do, and we feel we could do more if we have more routes. And I can assure you, by this time next year, many more parts of Nigeria will have been connected. We are aware.
Are there any plans? Because your sector is very strategic, not only for moving goods, moving people all around, moderating fares, like what we're seeing with airfares and all that. You are the only one that is actually trying to reduce prices, not to increase it as a result of demand and supply. And you're also trying to pull more people to use the rail services. In terms of movement of goods from one place to the other, I'm sure you are an expert on, I know you are an expert on transportation. The effect on roads by heavy goods services, the haulage services, it's massive. Are there any plans to ensure that while we are moving people by rail, even during the festive period, we are also able to move heavy goods by rail, either from our ports or from any destination down to where they're going?
Yeah, the rail does both passenger and goods, and we've added another one, entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Tourism to it now.
Okay.
So, let me talk straight to the one you mentioned about goods. Between March and July, we did like 3 to 4 times the amount of goods we used to move. However, that has reduced because of washouts around Ikirun, Oshobo, E4 area, where the narrow gauge, the Lagos-Kano narrow gauge, got severely affected by the rainfalls, and for some reasons it's not easy putting it back because the train now moves in the midst of the people, and you are flooding on both sides of your community. We have to take care of the community first before we take care. So we have a reduction in that. That's on the narrow gauge. On the standard gauge that moves from Ibadan to Apapa Port, there is an increase in capacity. We now have 4 tracks going into Apapa Port. The old narrow gauge from Lagos to Kano, but it doesn't get to Kano right now. Then you have 3 new standard gauges that takes you right into the port, and that has increased. But it is also being affected by economics of ease of doing business, not by us, but by other partners. I don't want to mention so that it doesn't become a media war. But the truth of the fact is that the operators at the port do some charges that shouldn't be there.
Okay.
They charge you for using rail, which there should be a reduction in cost, but they charge you for using rail when they don't charge you for using truck. So and when you want to discharge also, they also charge you some charges. You know, and these are private sector people. We don't have control, but the Chippers Council is working on that. Those are the issues with moving rate.
That's right.
But by and large, we are now moving more cargo than we used to move. Now, if we had not had the Mokwa accident that causes severe damage that will run into billions of naira to fix, and we don't have the Ikirun and Oshobo washout, we were moving cement from Ogun State to Ilorin and Oyo. And we were also moving gypsum across from Lagos to Ilorin. So we are actually moving from Lagos to Ilorin, cement, gypsum, coils, soda ash, so many things have been moved. Now, our attempt was to get closer to Ilorin, beyond Ilorin, to Mokwa and then Mina. Then the flood came. The flood came. And once the flood comes and you don't use the rail, over time, if you don't use the rail, it gets eroded by environmental issues. So our plan is to make sure by 2026, minimum of 4 times where we are today. That's our target. And we believe if we can get to Mina, this issue of Mokwa, Jepa, traffic that people go through will disappear.
Taken care of,
Because the truckers are telling us that
That's right.
even if it's more expensive, they will move the mineral people and these NATO.
The miners.
Even if it's more expensive than road, they will prefer to leave their goods on the rail. Whatever happens, they know it's safe on the rail. That's right. Even if there is an incident on the road, the goods will be safe. They won't be looking for a driver. They won't need a tracker to track driver, track this. Then they won't be faced with whatever happened on the road. I don't know what they call it. Stop there, bring this. Sure. So I think
all those variables.
And the president and the federal government has mapped out. If you look at the recent budget, the president mentioned transportation and he mentioned rail. What he's telling Nigerians is that the new road maps and master plan for redevelopment will have a traction. So we'll be moving from Ibadan to Oshobo on our way to Mina on the new standard gauge, Lagos to Kano to Maradi. Then we'll be moving from Aba to Enugu. We'll commence. Then we'll be connecting the rail lines, Apapa, Lagos standard gauge, Apapa, Warri, Central Line, Warri, Itakpe, and the narrow gauge, Port Harcourt, Aba, Enugu will now be connected to the seaport at Tinkan Port, Warri Port, and Onne Port.
All right.
So more people will now. Why you don't see the full traction is because not all the tracks are connected to the port, except for Lagos. Once we connect Warri, you will see all those things.
That's right. It's amazing, what you're doing, especially on our rail tracks and all of that. But one thing is, I want to take you back to when you were walking into the studio, and then Mr. Shomi was asking you certain things. You're like, I've been busy. I don't have time for myself now because I'm running after vandals. I'm running after the enemies of Nigeria, the enemy of progress. That is on one side. On the other side is that you talked about. That has to do with safety. So the safety concerns. Are people now trusting the system, trusting the rail system to travel, along the line, and the expansion you're also talking. Are we also extending beyond Nigeria to other countries? At the point we had Niger, we're moving to Niger during the Buhari administration. So somebody also wants to know that, fine, it's good that you slashed the price. We are happy for it. How about free train rides?
We want more.
We want more.
We want more.
Okay, let me start with the free train ride.
Okay.
What we are giving you is still more like a free train ride. The experiences from the last 2 years prove that while the free train ride is the most desirable, the issue of comfort to much more people is an issue because you have, like I said earlier, I don't want to repeat it, too many people come to the train station and it even becomes a security issue. And service delivery will not be guaranteed. So it's better at 50% for this moment.
But what about the issue of racketeering? Those who want now
to... that's one of the reasons why we have to charge the 50%. Because some people even get booked for the trip and they get to the station and sell the ticket. But let me say this, we are doing double check like you do at the airport for those who use air travels. Before you enter at a compound, waiting room, you will be checked with your biometrics. No, we don't do biometrics, but NIMSI. Your ticket is attached to your NIMSI. So when you come, you put it on a turnstile. We're going to see the face of the person who bought the ticket.
Yeah.
So if it's different, we turn you back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we do that. Now, 2, when you now want to enter the platform, we will do it again, assuming you have been able to find your way.
Okay.
So racketeering is a reality anywhere where you have a demand and supply equilibrium being distorted. So we will face the issue of racketeering. On the issue of trust, when we had the derailment on November 1 at Abraka, and we returned all the passengers back to Agbo. And the next day we offered them 10,000 naira. People bought tickets for 5,000.
Yeah.
We give them 10,000 naira cash to take a bus. They refused.
Yeah, they
They
still
said
wanted to go by
they
the
will
train.
wait for us to fix the track and continue their journey. Because they trust the train, we get them there safer,
Faster.
secured, faster.
Faster.
So I don't want to discuss that because that's another boat issue.
Yeah.
Then on the issue of going out of
Nigeria,
Nigeria, you see, charity begins at home. So let's fix
Yeah.
what we have here. At the same time, we are getting closer to Maradi, most likely 2026, 2027. So Kano will get to Maradi. And Kaduna is also about getting to Kano. So very soon people will travel from Abuja to
Okay.
Maradi. Then people are also talking about the Western axis. Yeah. We will look at the Benin
Okay, so
axis as
I'm
well.
just going to juggle some questions together because of our time. You know, I'm happy that you're saying 50%, but don't mind me, I'm always very pushy. With everything happening in Nigeria, you know, you do not think that we should just give people free rides. You know, this is going to be the first. I have a lot of questions for you, but I'm just going to start with this. You know, we already spoke about economic hardship. So the way you're looking at me, like, why acting for free? We already spoke about the economic hardship. You know, these are from our audience. You know, you don't think that Nigerians should just get, you know, a free ride as opposed to the 50, because the 50 is just half of it. Okay, that's number one, so don't forget. And then number two, I also want to talk about the plans that you all have for the you know, electric powered train, which is very important. We want to see how this will work, and I know that you guys are talking about within 5 years, and there's going to be an expansion as well of the Fretty by rail services. So, but let's start with the free ride for Nigerians. Don't you think Nigerians deserve this free ride as opposed to 50? Because I don't even have the 50%.
Nigeria deserves more than free ride, at least from this government.
Yes.
A government that is so passionate about
its people.
About its people. Like I said, I will repeat it. What they will get on our train will be more than free. Because I told you we have now introduced entertainment.
What kind of entertainment? I want to understand. What kind of entertainment?
There's going to be a lot of things on the train.
I will just, what kind of entertainment? So I know what I'm expecting if I'm paying the 50%.
You have the opportunity of a cozy environment.
A cozy environment.
To relax. Then when you now enter the train, you have the air condition.
Okay.
Then some other entertainment will be on the train.
Are you bringing Two-Face to come and perform or what?
Will that not worsen your situation on joyriders?
No.
Then you now have entertainment riders.
We have reduced the joyrider. The thing will have been free except for the logistics of making it happen.
Okay.
We can still do free, but a lot of people will stay away. The regular travelers would not show up, and then we want them to act.
That's
Those are
right.
people
Yeah.
when they enter the train, I'm telling you, the kind of food you will get on a train
food as
will
well.
be cheaper than what you will get outside.
Are we buying the food?
For Lagos, Ibadan, we
Are we
have
buying the
tantalizer
food?
on board now.
No, but wait, are we paying for the food on board, or we'll get it from?
It's a la carte.
No, it's yeah.
As you like it.
Okay, so as I pay the 50%, I can eat
complimentary.
anything
No,
else.
it's a la carte.
It's up to you.
All right. What about the other question?
Let's talk about you know, the 5-year expansion as well as the electric.
Okay. What we're doing now is that the cost of energy is getting out of control, and we have done proof of concept to convert diesel engines to LNG, and we have also done proof of concept to convert our generators to CNG at our stations, and we are also working with our Rural Electrification Agency to turn our stations to be powered by solar or whatever, or gas powered.
Okay.
And as soon as we can get those three things done, that means we have energy we have our own IPP at our stations. Then we can power our track by installing the third leg.
Okay.
There's another thing you will install and power them by electricity. It is not rocket science. Lagos State has blue line running on electricity. And there is no reason. The reason why people vandalize, one of the reasons is that it's easy to access. By the time we electrify it, the rate of vandalism and securing the travel, then we'll be moving towards cleaner energy. And you know, Nigeria is committed to cleaner energy. I think it's 2060, and we can't wait for 2060. With the good work being done by REA, Rural Electrification Agency, empowering government.
She thought
I thought it was me. I thought it was Ria. Okay.
By REA. Let me finish it. By REA.
Her name is Rhea.
You know, sorry, by REA, I think Abba Aliu, they do a fantastic job, and we hope they will do our first to 3 stations. Once that is done, most especially Lagos, Ibadan, and the Abuja, Kaduna, and then the Warri Itape, they are good candidates for. And as soon as the AKK pipeline gets to Kaduna and is functional, then we have gas. Warri Itape already has gas. Ogun State has a lot of gas. So the Lagos, Ibadan has gas. There is no reason why we accept that. We just need to think out of the box, look for a way to install the third leg.
Are we also working in collaboration with other agencies? For instance, we know we have, the president is also very much interested in tourist attraction. So are there places, you know, within the rail line, I mean, railways or stations and all of that, that can serve as monuments for foreigners when they come? They'll be like, take the Nigerian railway, you never imagine you're still on the surface of this earth. You know, are you working in relationship with you know, the tourist department, tourism ministry and development agencies and all of that?
Okay, all agencies are collaborating, and especially with NIMSI. NIMSI has made it good for us to track whoever. But our Ibute Meta station, Mobolaji Johnson station, will be a tourist place for a tourist site for a lot of people. We were there, and a lot of people have shown interest. We started late, but we'll get something now. We are also hoping to get Agege and then Regasa. We can only do this with stations that are
historical landmarks.
If you want historical
for people to take pictures,
we have a railway museum. That's true. You know, we didn't market this long enough. I think we should.
Where is the railway?
It's inside the Ibute Meta.
There's a compound.
There's a museum in the railway compound where you can see this story. Then 2, railway compound, I believe, will be the largest landmass where you have the old architecture. And a lot of movies have been filmed there. You may not know. Election Oba or something like that. Election Oba, that Yoruba show was shot at our museum. Then Ishubai was also shot at our museum. And there are a lot of films. There's one from Ghana that use our station as airport. So people, a lot of artists are using the railway compound all over the country.
It's the largest in West Africa.
Then we also had a wedding event recently, and that was a blast.
But why are we not promoting it, like you said? Like, this is monumental. So
I think I take responsibility for that. What we have just done is that discovering that opportunity, we are now created a new desk, the entertainment and tourism desk. Just as we created a customer service desk after meeting your teams, your view, they made us to quickly put that in place. So the entertainment and tourism desk is now coordinating. Don't forget, the railway is an old horse.
That's right.
It's an old school thing. But we are now changing it to meet the modern issues. And a lot of people are now requesting to have their birthday party. So the one of the standard gauge lines, the Lagos BAT line, Bola Ahmed Tinubu line, not named by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was named before he became president. That line will be hosting on weekends parties and shows on the track.
Amazing.
And you need to visit the Mobolaji.
Definitely.
I think that's about the most iconic edifice in Lagos, if not Nigeria.
We don't just need to visit it, we need to also talk about it. You know, these are monumental things for us, so we cannot keep quiet, you know, on the greatness that we have. Thank you so much, Dr. Kayode. Really beautiful conversation here. I'm looking forward to be on the train for the entertainment. Maybe a singer will just be there to perform, have a la carte, enjoy myself.
If I have my way, if I tell you who I want to bring,
no, just tell us. Maybe you can never tell. Who? Who?
No, I thought you were already.
Let me keep quiet.
He doesn't want to let the cat out of the bag.
Yes. This one, it's not going to be on the train. These are people that will be performing
Okay, I see a lot of great things are going to happen. Thank you so much once again, sir. But while still ahead on TVC Breakfast, we will now analyze budget performance across key sectors of the economy, setting the stage for what to expect under the new tax regime. Don't go anywhere, stay with us.